Welcome back, BJ. We are fresh out of NFL draft season, taking a little break, but now we're here getting ready to talk way too early 2023 NFL award predictions. But first, how we doing?
I'm good, man. I'm excited. They don't know, but we've been trying to do this podcast for like 3 days because my internet doesn't work. So it finally works. So
yeah, you
I'm
look
happy
great. You
about
sound
it.
great.
Thanks.
Look
You're
great, sound
beautiful
great. That's
also.
all that matters.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to be here once again.
Well, let's do it, man.
All right, let's just dive right in.
Let's go.
To make this easier, the goal of this, we're going to go through each award, bring 2 to 3 players that we like for each one. I say one of them is, overall favorite, and then the other 2 can be, one that you think has the best odds or one that you think is like a dark horse contender for that award. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Should be easy to follow. And let's start with the obvious one, MVP. BJ, I'll let you take this one first. Let me hear it. Who you got?
Yeah, man. It's really boring. I mean, Mahomes is the favorite, which he obviously could win again. Based on the way he plays, but I've got 2 guys. I think you're going to agree with me on one, or maybe both. I don't know. I hope we don't have the same. My first one is newly paid Lamar Jackson, playing for the Ravens. We got some new offensive weapons there. You know how versatile he is running the ball. And now they've got Todd Monken as their offensive coordinator.
Dude, I hate you. I hate you. You
let
stole
me
my
go first.
pick.
You let me
I
go
know.
first.
We intentionally did not talk and did not plan before this show, so we didn't have overlapping picks. And of course, the first one we have is the same exact guy.
You're going to have the other
love your
MVP is going to be the same also.
I love your takes. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, but no, the Ravens always have a good defense, and they've been pretty electric, but they've lacked that passing game. Like all they've had is Mark Andrews. Now they've got Odell, Mark Andrews, and they drafted Zay Flowers, who people are doing player comps to Tyreek Hill. And, I like that comp, and I think he could catch a lot of balls underneath. And
For sure.
Monken's done 2. Was Georgia undefeated 2 years in a row, or did they lose 1 game?
They were undefeated last year. I don't remember.
I don't know. But anyway, they just dominated college football. But he's their new OC, and I think he's going to have a field day, and Lamar is going to absolutely show out. So I'm going to let you – we definitely have the same one for the next one, so I'm going to let you go ahead. Lamar's at plus 1,500, by the way, for that.
I think he's great odds because I do think this is the best offense, the surrounding cast that Lamar Jackson has had in his NFL career. And let's not forget, he did win the MVP just a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So he's motivated because of everybody that I think, like, there was a stink around him with his contract business. And now that he's motivated and he has the weapons, it's a scary Ravens offense. And I'm excited because Todd Monken, that's the most underrated aspect of this. I don't think anybody realizes the knowledge that Todd Monken yields when it comes to just general football offense. It's amazing. And so he made Stetson Bennett. Like, Stetson Bennett would not be Stetson Bennett unless it was for Todd Monken. And so obviously Stetson had the weapons, the defense, whatever, but Todd Monken is amazing. I'm excited to see him have the weapons that he's had too, because let's be real, like, he was kind of limited with Stetson Bennett as a play caller. So now you give him Lamar Jackson and some weapons on the perimeter. Like, this is awesome. So Lamar Jackson was my number 1. I'm excited to hear your number 2. I'm going to go for it with the best odds. A non-quarterback, Justin Jefferson, 100 to 1.
Is it really?
He's 100 to 1. He loses Adam Thielen, so there's targets everywhere. And I know they just picked up Jordan Addison, but he's a rookie. So he's going to absorb some of Thielen's targets. They're not going to be playing ahead that much this year. And I think he can do what Cooper Kupp did just a few years ago and win the Triple Crown. If Justin Jefferson can do that, he wins the MVP. How can you not? For a receiver that breaks those records, how could you not? I have a third one that's a dark horse that I'll save for later.
You want me to go?
I want you to go. I want to hear the one that you're talking about.
Okay. Well, my second one, and it's all down to offensive coordinators here. But my second one is Justin Herbert with Kellen Moore being their offensive coordinator.
Yes. That's a
Like,
good one.
the Cowboys are going to suck. And no one seems to think that, but he ran their entire offense, and they're really limited on weapons now, and McCarthy's running their offense. I think they're going to be pretty bad. But Kellen Moore goes to this offense that's got Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Josh Palmer just drafted, Quentin Johnson, and Herbert's plenty capable. He just hasn't been, and they have Austin Eckler at running back, but he's plenty capable, but just hasn't had the play calling to show out like that. So I think Kellen Moore is going to come out guns a-blazing, and I think the Chargers are going to be really good this year, but I really think that with Kellen Moore, he could have the opportunity to put up those stats to win MVP.
Yeah. You know me. I'm a Justin Herbert truther. I
You are.
almost picked him too. The only reason I didn't was because Lamar Jackson sitting at 15-1 was a lot more enticing just because of the weapons. He has won the MVP, and he obviously wields the power of his legs. So that's the reason I had him tabbed at 1. Obviously, that's the reason you had him tabbed at 1.
Right.
I did like Justin Jefferson's odds at 100-1 as a long shot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But, my third one, now this is silly. This is strange. Don't hate on it.
I'm not going to.
Daniel Jones is 50-1 to win the MVP.
It's fair.
I know I'm not saying that it's like, probabilistically speaking, it's not that likely, but situationally speaking, the Giants have done a good job of putting weapons around him. They're not great. They're not like superstars, but he has plenty of weapons now with Wan'Dale Robinson and Jalen Hyatt, Isaiah Hodges, Darius Slayton, Saquon Barkley. And so I think with these additions, he'll be a respectable quarterback, and he uses his legs. And so let's not forget that Dayball did turn Josh Allen into Josh Allen. And a lot of, Daniel Jones isn't the exact same type of quarterback as Josh Allen, but he's very similar. And so I think that it's not a stretch to say that Daniel Jones could really light up the scoreboard this year. I'm just saying. That's a dark horse contender for me at 50-1.
I agree with what you're saying, but I think in order for someone to win the MVP, their team has to be good. So I think a couple things have to happen. Like, I agree he can put up those numbers, but I think they'll have to win at least 12 games for that to happen, which is not too far-fetched. But, I mean, would they win 9 last year?
Yeah, I mean, they made the playoffs at 9 or 10. The new schedule is weird because, like, the win count, I'm always used to saying, like, 9 or 10 wins is, a good season, but now 9 or 10 is actually 10 or 11. So it's just strange. But it's I'm excited about it. I'm excited about Daniel Jones. I think that offense is immediately going to be a top third offense in the league.
I can see that. He's going to have to do some damage on the ground, too, if he wants to win MVP.
Yeah. And I think he will.
7 or 8 touchdowns rushing. He can.
I think he will.
He'll be schemed that way.
Yeah. I mean, and they showed a commitment to him. You don't give him, like, I don't understand it. I don't understand why they would give him, elite status quarterback money, but clearly the Giants front office and clearly Dayball sees something in him that we don't, or maybe we haven't seen yet. So it's not far-fetched, and 50-1 puts him behind, or right with Kirk Cousins, behind Matthew Stafford, behind Derek Carr, behind Kenny Pickett. So that's where the value comes into play, because I don't think Kenny Pickett and I don't think Derek Carr is more likely to win over Daniel Jones.
No.
So it's a fun bet, and so that's why I picked him as my third dark horse, just throwing him out there. Good times, man. All right. That was fun. I love the Lamar at 1, dude. Yeah. Great minds think alike.
That's true.
Make sure to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We appreciate that. But we will be back here soon. Appreciate you guys listening.